Morning dear students, how are you all? I hope you all are safe at home and are taking regular classes. Welcome to the computer class. In today's video, we are going to study about chapter number 7, Internet Services and Cybercrime. This we had started earlier in the previous videos. Okay. In the previous video, we had completed few topics and they were about chatting, means how can we chat. Second was social networking sites. What are the social networking sites that we all are using? There are very popular networking sites like Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram. Okay, we all are using these all applications at home. The next one is a news group. News group is a kind of discussion group. Here the persons discuss on a particular topic there. The next is about blog. What is blog? Blog is a kind of short term, short explanation, short view about any topic. Okay. If we want to create the blog, so we have to create our RD on www.blogger.com, the website. On this website, we need to create our ID. Okay, and for this we have to use some procedures to do the task, like we have to register our Gmail account there, then we have to set the password there so that we can easily log in and log out the account there. The next topic is e-greetings that we had studied. E-greetings means the way to greet anyone, the way to wish our neighbors, our well-wishers, our relatives, our friends with the help of internet. Means we are not creating any card, we are just using the card from internet and we are sending to our well-wishers. Okay, so they were the topics that we had studied in our previous video. In today's video we will discuss about e-banking. It stands for electronic banking. Okay, cloud storage. Okay, what is cloud storage? What is cyber security and what are cyber crimes? What is hacking and what is cracking? So these topics we are going to discuss about in this video. So let's start the class with e-banking. The first topic is e-banking. What is it? It is e-banking. E-banking. It stands for electronic banking. What is it? It stands for electronic banking. What is electronic banking? If we are doing all the transactions online, so they comes in the category of electronic banking. Okay, at home we are able to pay the bills, at home we are able to recharge our phones, at home we are able to transfer the money from one account to another account, we are able to pay the fees. Okay, so these all are the facilities provided by electronic banking. If we are using electronic banking, so we must have internet for it. Okay, and while we are using the e-banking, the safety precautions should be taken surely. Okay, so that anyone can't misuse your account and can't steal the information of you. Okay, if we are using electronic banking, so the tasks are becoming very easier. In starting, when we were transferring the money from one account to another account, so we were filling checks. What we were doing there? We were filling checks and we were going to bank to deposit it. Then the check takes time to clear and then after the amount gets credited in the receiver and amounts gets debit from the one who is giving the amount. Okay. So here the time they are taking more. Okay, if we are going to deposit the money of the children's the wards, so parents they have to stand in a queue there and then they are able to deposit the money. Okay, they were counting the money. At first the person who deposits counts the money, then the receivers who receives the amount will count the money. So in this way there are less nowadays there are less chance of human errors. At that time there are more chances of human errors because mistake can happen with anyone. If I am counting, so mistake can happen. Two notes can come together. So two times when we verify is while we are counting the notes and we give to our the next one so that they reconfirm it. Okay. So if we are using electronic banking, so the tasks are becoming very easier. Okay, we are able to transfer the money within a second. No need to do anything. Just add the one who is the receiver as payee. If we are using the internet banking, so we have to register our account on the bank application. The application that we are using, suppose I am taking an example of phone, because nowadays most of the persons are doing the task with the phone, because laptop computers are not with us every time, but from wake up to sleeping time we are having phone with us, and we are using these all accessories of the phone rapidly. So if we have to transfer the money, so we should have a application of the registered bank account. Okay, and there we have to add the pay. What are the pay? The one whom we have to pay the amount, they are known as pay. So we have to add the pay in our list. Suppose we want to add a person in our contact, so we create a contact. In the same way, here we are going to transfer the money to the person, so we will create a pay there. In the pay, some details we have to write, that like the name of the pay, okay, some nickname if we want to register, why we are paying the amount, remark we have to write, okay, some UPI numbers, account number, many details we have to write there, then the pay gets confirmed there. Okay, so whenever we want to send the money, we have to just select, then we have to select the pay, after it we have to select the amount, and at last we can easily send, instantly we can send. Okay, there are three ways to send: standard, NEFT, instant. Okay, so in all the ways we can send the amount to the person who we want to send. The task became so easy to transfer. Earlier we have to travel up to bank, then we were transferring the money, means that was a very complex task, but with the help of e-banking we are able to transfer the money very easily. The e-banking is useful for the customer as well as the bankers. Customers we know how is it useful for us. At home we can do easily, we can send the amount. It don't take time, it saves our time. It's okay, it saves our time. No extra money charges occurs there. Okay, if we are at home, so the traveling charges are also not there. Okay, so the task is very easy. For the bankers, how is it useful for the bankers? They get less chance of errors, because only few persons go to bank to transfer the amount. Most of the persons, about 90% people are using internet to transfer the money, or means to do the transactions. Okay, so at their bankers there is no rush there, due to in corona period time all are doing transactions at home. There is very less chance of corona occur. Okay, no one is affected by corona, because all are doing the things at home. If we are going to bank, so yeah, we are keeping distance, but we are touching the place, we are going to the same place, so unknowingly if we have touched the space, or you can say any object, so it can be harmful. So e-banking is a most powerful tool for us. Okay, with the help of e-banking easily we can transfer the money. So this is about e-banking. Okay, now the next topic is cloud storage. What is it? Cloud storage. What is cloud storage? We know whenever we do any task, we stores. Okay, in the kitchen when we go to market, we brings the accessories, okay, groceries there, and then we stores in a means you can say in a box. Okay, so in the utensils, the boxes that we are purchasing in the kitchen, so we are keeping storing these all there. Okay, in the same way, cloud storage. Cloud storage is a kind of box that's being provided by internet to the users. Users do many kind of tasks there. They are having some data, they are having some information, they are having some pictures, they are having some videos there. So here they are need to store these all. So where they are going to store? Suppose in our phone is having a limited memory. Okay, 2 GB GB, 16 GB, 32 GB, 64 GB, 128 GB, whatever be the memory, but it is limited. Okay, so people are storing in our phone. So if the storage increases, so phone starts to work slow. Okay, it is a normal thing. I am here, if I am doing daily task more than my limit, so I will be tired very soon. Okay, I can't work properly, my speed will go down. So in the same way, if a phone memory gets increased, so its speed gets down. Okay, so to recover such kind of mistakes, to recover such kind of situations, we are using cloud storage. Okay, cloud storage is a way to store images, pictures, audio, video, data, information, everything on internet. Okay, on internet if we are saving there, so we should have two things for that: our email ID and our password that we want to keep for there. Okay, have you heard about Google Drive, My Drive? At that site you can store the data information that you need to store there. Okay, so cloud storage, it provides you free space. If you are using the cloud storage, so in starting it provides you a free space, and that is 15 GB. 15 GB it provides you free. When the limit gets increased, then you have to purchase some space in which you can store the information of yourself. Okay, normally it is free. The 15 GB memory or space is free to you. Okay, you can use it. If it increased by 15 GB, so you need to purchase some space from the cloud storage there. Okay, if we are using cloud storage, so there are many benefits, many advantages of it. What are the advantages of it? If I am using the cloud storage there, so it is in my phone. Whenever I need to log in the same in that other place, so I have to follow 2-3 steps there. I need to log in my ID there, then the password, and easily I can get the same information there. Okay, some disadvantages are also there, like if a person is less aware about the security measures of it, so they will forward to log out. Whenever you are using the account, Google account, cloud storage account, Google Drive account at any place, so you need to log it out if it is not your personal one. Okay, other than the local phone or local computer, the host computer that you are the owner of it, if you are using the same in another computer, so you need to log it out so that the unauthorized access will not occur there. Okay, so if you are going to save the data, store the data on cloud, so here you need to follow some steps. Okay, what are the steps? Okay, first, whenever you are going to do this task, so you should have internet for it. Okay, so on Google, type www.googledrive.com. What you will type there? www.googledrive.com. Okay, as you will search for it, it will show you a login box. In that login box, you have to enter mail ID. What is your mail ID? You need to enter it there. Mail ID can be any. There are many email service provider companies like Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Rediff Mail. They are the email service providers. There is no compulsion that you have to register your Gmail only there. No restriction. There are many emails like we are using phone. So is there any restriction that you should have Jio, Airtel number? No. It doesn't matter that which company number we are using, which company phone we are using. The main concept is about the number what we are using. Okay, in the same way here we need to enter the mail ID, whatever it be, Rediff mail ID, Google mail ID, Yahoo mail ID, whatever it be, it's email service provider company. Then we have to write the password there. What is the password of our email ID? We have to enter there. Okay, if it is correct, then next. Where you have to click on the next button, you have to click. When you button, it will show you a screen. In that screen, you will find My Drive option. What is it? My Drive. Okay, you can change the name of it also. What should be the name that you want to register for it? You can change it. After click on My Drive, here you will find many options there. Upload the photos that you or the things that you want to store on the cloud storage. You need to upload it. What is the need of it? You need to upload. Upload means you have uploaded it to the cloud storage. Okay, upload audio, upload video. So the image, audio, video, any documents will get uploaded. Upload sign is this. Do you know what is the sign of upload? Upload sign is this. Download sign is this. Here what they shows, if we are sending the data to the cloud, and we know where is the cloud, it is at the top side, so it is shown by this symbol. And if we are talking about download, download means we are getting it back in our phone. Okay, we are getting it back in our phone, so it means that it is coming downside. So these are the symbols of upload and download. Okay, here upload, other many options it shows you. Okay, if you are using it, trash, this is a folder called trash. Trash also it shows you. What is the use of trash? Trash is used to store the deleted items. Okay, we were thinking that the item once deleted can't be recovered back, but if we are using the cloud storage, so we can get it back in 2 steps. We can get it back. How can we get it back? For this we have to use some steps here. What are the steps for it? Suppose it is stress. Okay, so wait. Okay, so if we had deleted any file, so they will come into recycle bin. Okay, recycle bin is also known as trash. Okay, so if we want to get it back, so here once it is deleted, we will open this trash box. Okay, so it will show us all the deleted items that are in that video, audio, whatever it would be. It will show you. If you want to get it back, so you have to choose it. Then it will show you option recover and delete. 2 options it will show you: recover, delete. If you have clicked on recover, it will be recovered in the same place where it was, and delete means now it will permanently delete it from there. Okay, so in this way you can get the deleted materials back. Okay, so in this way we can store our informations on the internet. Okay, now the next topic of this chapter is cyber security. What is cyber security? Cyber means, if we are, have you heard of cyber cafe? Okay, it is not a coffee bar, it is a place where we can surf the internet, where we can use the internet. The place where we are having cafe, computers are there. If computers are there, so we can use the internet there, we can surf the internet there. Okay, now cyber security means the security measures that we are using here, means at this place with computer, is known as cyber security. The security measures that we should use for the computer, its programs and its data, so these are known as cyber security. Means why we need to use the cyber security measures? Because the user that is using the internet, they are having less knowledge about it, they are less aware about it, or you can say they are using the internet a lot. Means increasing the, or you can say increased way to use the internet morely. So it is known as the crime or security that we need to keep for it if we are using the internet a lot. Now next are, what are cyber crimes? Cyber crimes are the kind of crimes that occurs if we are using the internet. So the crime that occurs with the help of computers are known as cyber crimes. Okay, they help with the help of computers. They are like, first one is data diddling. What is data diddling? If we are going to change the data that is coming in or out bill for it. So if a number of calls are done by another person and they are getting it in our account, so that kind of crime is known as cloning. The next crime that we are going to discuss about here is, it is known as carding. What is carding? Carding is a way to steal the debit card number, credit card number. What is the use of these all? If we are stealing the debit card number, credit card number, and then we are changing it and we are reselling the same to any other person, so it the crime that occurs with the help of this credit card number, stolen credit card and debit card numbers are known as carding. So there are 4 crimes that's been discussed here. First is data reading, second one is freaking, third is cloning, and the fourth one is carding. Okay, the next topics are hacking and cracking. What is the hacking and what is cracking? Okay, hacking is not a new term for us. Hacking means if we are going to hack the information, okay, for, or you can say any unauthorized access to the computer and its program, so it is known as hacking. Hacking occurs or hacking happens so that we can access the data and we can misuse it. Okay, hackers are the person that hacks any computer and then all the access comes in hand of them and they can change the, they can access, they can change the data according to their need. What is cracking? Cracking sometimes is a useful thing. Suppose a person have hacked. Now we are going to crack the hacking is known as cracking. Okay, so sometimes hacking known as black hat and cracking is known as white hat. Okay, black hat it shows that the access is unauthorized. Okay, unauthorized access to the computer, its programs, its data, its information comes in the category of hacking. And if we are talking about cracking, so cracking sometimes is useful. It occurs so that we can crack the hacking access. Okay, suppose a person has hacked and we are going to crack the access of the unauthorized person, it is known as cracking. Okay, so today in this video we had studied about the topics like e-banking, cloud storage, what are the cyber security, what is cyber crime, okay, and what are hacking and cracking. So you all will watch the video properly, okay, and so that you all can do the question answers of it. Okay, you will get all the question answers, all the exercise in the homework with the video, and you all should do the work in a beautiful handwriting, okay, or watch it properly so that the topics gets clear in your mind. Okay, thank you.